Capricorn, the silent battle you are fighting. Capricorn, welcome. Right now, you are standing in the middle of a battle, but not the kind of battle people can easily see. This is not loud. It is not obvious. It is the silent war where you keep going even when your body feels tired, where you continue moving forward even when something inside you whispers, "I can't take this anymore." You have been carrying too much for too long. Responsibilities, pressure, decisions, emotional weight. Things others don't fully notice, but you feel every single day. And despite all of it, you are still standing. You are still pushing. That alone says everything about your strength. But listen carefully, because something important is shifting here. You are not fighting just to survive your current situation. You are fighting because you are actually on the edge of leaving it behind. You are closer than you think. That exhaustion you feel is not failure. It is not defeat. It is the final stage before completion. It is the last stretch before a completely new chapter begins in your life. The shift, your life is about to change direction. Something in your world is already moving, Capricorn. Even if you cannot see it clearly yet, things are being rearranged behind the scenes. Your life is quietly reorganizing itself to take you somewhere more aligned, more stable, more real. And yes, before that alignment fully happens, there may be a sudden shakeup. Something unexpected. A message, a decision, a situation that interrupts your plans. Something that initially feels uncomfortable or even frustrating. This hits you harder than most people because you like structure. You like control. You like knowing what comes next. But this time, life is asking you to trust without seeing the full picture. What feels like disruption is actually redirection. What feels like loss of control is actually release. Something that no longer supports your growth is being removed, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. And when this shift completes, you will feel lighter. As if a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying has finally been lifted off your shoulders. A new path opening, clarity after confusion. After this period of uncertainty, something begins to open for you. Opportunities start to appear where everything once felt blocked. Decisions become clearer. Paths that were confusing suddenly make sense. Things start aligning in a way that feels simpler, more natural, more yours. Capricorn, this is not just change. This is correction. Life correcting your direction towards something better. Your true nature, built for greatness. Let's talk about who you really are. You were never meant to stay small. You were never meant to settle for the bare minimum or accept a life that doesn't match your potential. There is a powerful energy within you. But it is not loud power. It is quiet strength. The kind that does not need attention to exist. The kind that builds, holds, and endures. You are a builder. A stabilizer. Someone who rises slowly but permanently. Even if the journey takes time, you eventually get where you are meant to be. But you need to stop shrinking yourself. Stop doubting your capacity. Stop limiting your own vision. Your goals are supposed to be big. Even slightly intimidating. Because that is where your real level exists. You are not here for small wins. You are here for life-changing success, the kind that marks a before and after in your story. Love energy, the person who cannot get you out of their mind. Now, Capricorn, there is someone in your energy field. Someone who has not been able to fully let go of you. And this connection is not simple. It is intense. Emotional. Slightly confusing for the other person. Because you are not easy to handle. You leave an impact. You create emotional weight in people without even trying. And not everyone knows how to deal with that. This person feels like they are losing control around you. Being near you feels like a risk to them, the risk of falling deeply, the risk of changing emotionally, the risk of not being the same after knowing you. That is why at some point, they tried to step back. They tried distance. They tried silence. They tried convincing themselves it was not that serious. but it did not work. Because even in distance, they still think about you. Even in silence, they still feel you. Even when they act detached, something inside them is still connected. There is an unspoken tension between you two. A connection that exists even without words. You can feel each other without saying anything. You can sense each other even in silence. And yes, there is pride involved. On both sides. But beneath that pride, something unfinished still exists. The unresolved connection. What is really happening? This story is not something that will resolve quickly. It is not about rushing. It unfolds when both sides begin to lower their emotional walls. Because feelings exist, but so do fear, pride, and insecurity. At some point, one of you will take a step. One of you will want to speak. One of you will look for that conversation that changes everything. They want to approach you, but they are unsure how. And you, Capricorn, even though you feel something too, are standing stronger now. More grounded. More in control of yourself. And this is why the outcome leans in your favor. Your life aligning, beyond love. It is not just love that is shifting. Your work, your finances, your direction in life, all of it is starting to align. You begin to see signs that your patience was not wasted. That your endurance was not meaningless. That everything you went through had purpose. Your world is not staying the same. It is transforming. No more settling, your power phase. Capricorn, this is your reminder. Do not settle. Not in love. Not in money. Not in work. Not in anything. You are either all in or not in at all. And right now, life is preparing you for all. Love and inner struggle, two people, one connection. There is a strong emotional dynamic unfolding here. Two people thinking about each other. Two people feeling each other. Two people trying not to show it fully. On the surface, there is distance. Silence. Emotional control. But underneath, everything is active. Emotionally, this is intense for both sides. This person tried to avoid falling for you, but failed. They tried to act unaffected, but couldn't sustain it. Because what they feel for you is not something that can be switched off. And now, even if they resist, the desire to talk to you is growing stronger. They want to break the silence. They want to close the emotional gap. But they are still figuring out how. Your growth, the power you built in silence. Capricorn, your past was not easy. You experienced disappointment. You experienced emotional imbalance. You gave more than you received. You waited too long for the wrong things. And all of that changed you. Now you are more selective. More careful. More aware. You do not give yourself easily anymore. But be mindful, because sometimes protection turns into isolation. And not everything new deserves to be treated like the past. This love, different from your past. What is coming toward you is not ordinary. It feels familiar in a strange way. Almost like something your soul recognizes. This is not childish or unstable energy. This is more mature. More grounded. More real. But you are analyzing it too much. Watching for flaws. Looking for reasons to hold back. And while caution is good, overprotection can block something valuable. Because not every connection will repeat your past pain. The other person, still caught in your energy. Even when they try to distract themselves, they come back to you mentally. You are already in their thoughts. Deeply. They question themselves because of you. They feel unsettled because of you. Your silence affects them more than your words. Your distance pulls them closer emotionally. And they are realizing they cannot ignore this anymore. Your inner strength, true power. Capricorn, you are operating from a level of mental strength most people do not reach. You know when to feel and when to detach. You know when to engage and when to walk away. This is not emotional coldness. This is control built from experience. But do not turn that control into an emotional wall that blocks everything good. Because something meaningful can grow here. Something stable. Something real. Final message, what is coming next? Everything you went through was not wasted. Every heartbreak, every disappointment, every delay shaped you into someone stronger and more aware. Now you are entering a phase where emotionally, things stabilize. Financially, things improve. Professionally, things expand. Personally, things elevate. And in love, something real is approaching. Not temporary. Not unstable. Something built to last. Something that grows with you. Something that chooses you just as much as you choose it. Closing energy, your life is shifting. Capricorn, what is coming is not small. It is not subtle. It is life-changing. Stay steady. Stay focused. Do not give up right before the breakthrough. Because everything you endured was leading you here. And now, your life is finally starting to respond to your patience.